What's up, traders? Welcome back to Real Life Trading. If you're new here, my name is Tony Pollock. I've been a full-time trader for nearly a decade, and I specialize in consistent income strategies, mainly credit spreads. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the trade that we took inside of our $200 strategy challenge. You're going to be able to see the setup, how we managed the trade, and finally the results of the trade and how it all played out. Some trades are really quick and active. Some trades are a little bit more selective. This week was definitely one of those weeks where we had to be patient and trust the system. If you are serious about getting consistent results from your trading, this video is for you. Let's dive in.
All right, so we just got filled here at 0.55 to open up our bear call spread, and this is what the charts look like here. So we are getting a massive run up, and so what we ended up doing here on the SPX was sell it way out here outside the expected move. And the reason behind that was we have so many bull candles in a row here on a 2-hour. It can keep on running, but that's okay. As long as it stays below this line, we'll be just fine. So if this keeps on running and gives us a little bit of hesitation, and that's what I'm betting on. I'm betting that we'll get some hesitation, if not a pullback before it goes higher, that this is all we really need to win on. And so because we're so extended with a massive run up on Friday, yes, there's a lot of bull momentum. Yes, we can keep on going, but the odds of it getting up to here are pretty slim without any retest. It would have to go straight there without any dips, and that's pretty rare. Like even here, you'll get a move up and then a retest. You get a move up and then a retest, move up, retest. Like that's how the markets work. So we can scream all the way up there, but the probability again is that we'll get some type of retest. Even if it goes all the way up to this resistance, hits, and then retests a little bit, we're going to win on this. So that's the play of what we're looking at right now. Again, bulls do look very strong at the moment, but we're at a very important level. We've got to wait and see what happens over the next hour or two to figure out how this is going to play out. This is my game plan here of what I'm looking at. I feel like this is the safer bet than selling a bull put spread right now, thinking that we're going to get a little bit of a retest first. So if we can get a little retest, maybe it's time to throw an iron condor on there on the bottom and then play that to the bull side. But for right now, let's just see how the momentum plays out. I like this play. I like this bet that we're not going to get up to here because of the extension that we're seeing on this chart.
Order filled.
All right, with this pullback here, we just exited our bear call spread at target at 0.20 for a really nice win. So here is that trade here in our journal. So you can see another $210 in the books here for this trade of when we got in, when we got out. And here's the trades that we've had for the month so far. So really nice wins. We've been extremely consistent for over a year now with this wins with this specific strategy. So again, this trade was expiring this Friday here on the 13th, and we ended up selling right around the 10 delta. So all the way up here, and we sold this back on Monday when we were pushing up higher yesterday. So this nice run up, it made a lot of sense for a little bit of a pullback to come. And if it would have kept running, it's so extended that it has a low chance of getting up into there. And if it did, we have a game plan, of course, to cover that. So this was a really nice pullback. We got it. We're able to win on this one. All done for the week here. And here's the post inside the community letting everyone know here we just got filled at 0.20 and a few other people posting that as well. So congrats to everyone. This is awesome. Another great week here in the $200 strategy challenge. Yes, it was. It was a great trade. Another success for weekly challenge in the books. Filled right at the bell. Another winning week. That's awesome, my friends. So happy for everyone here that's giving this a shot and making some money on this. You're welcome, Fernando. That's awesome. Another easy week. Called the pullback perfectly. It worked out this week for sure. So learning a ton. Congrats, Amy. This is awesome. You should rename yourself as the king of spreads. I don't know if I'll go that far, but just wrapped up a spread. Got in 90 out of 15. You rock. You rock. Any way to go, man. Great trade. Super happy for everyone here in this community. It is an awesome community, my friends. Come check it out for sure. Links are in the description down below. So yeah, again, I just wanted to walk you through why we sold the credit spread, where we did, and how we did it. So in order to understand that, we've got to go out to an hourly time frame. Just understanding how the markets move is why we sold this where we did. So just noticing this, we had a very strong move from Friday to Monday all the way up. Now the markets move in what we call an S-curve. Right? We have a strong move up, it's going to pull back down, and then it's going to get a strong move back higher again. So we knew that a pullback was most likely coming. Right? That's what we were talking about in the chat earlier in the community. And then we got it. It doesn't need to be a massive pullback. It's not like it had to drop a ton. It just needs to go sideways to a little bit down. And then we were able to win on this spread. And so knowing that the markets made a big move, a high probability would be this pullback before it goes higher, we were able to sell the bear call spread. And so why did we sell the bear call spread where we did? Well, if you mark here, this is the weekly expected move at the start of Monday was 7,100. That's going to hold about 70 to 80% of the time within that weekly expected move, okay? So what we wanted to do was make sure that we were well outside that weekly expected move. So even if it did the crazy 2 or 3 standard deviation move to the weekly move, it still wasn't going to make it to our spread. We'd have to go even further to make it to our credit spread. And if it did end up going further, we have ways to mitigate this risk, roll out of it, protect ourselves, all of that fun stuff. So when this thing was running up, again, we had the 2-hour time frame telling us that this was really high, needs a little bit of an S-curve. We also had a massive resistance up here that we were just playing into on a daily, which again increased the odds that we would get a little bit of a pullback before it goes higher. And then we sold it really far out just in case the pullback didn't come and the markets want to go berserk and go all the way up to 70-40, right? We had a game plan for every situation. Could we have sold right here and got paid a lot more money and still would have won on it? Yes. But selling right here is well within the firing range of this thing getting all the way to there in a couple days. So we wanted to offset the more payment, take a little bit less money, and be in the right safe location to make sure that we are prepared just in case this market runs without a pullback, which is a low probability, but is possible, of course, to happen. Anything is possible. So again, high chance that we get a pullback, but just in case we didn't, we sold it in the right location to prepare for the bad. My friends, with credit spreads, you have to assume it's going to go against you. You can't just be like, hey, this is going to work out, because it works out 90% of the time. And so it's very easy to get complacent with credit spreads. I'm always looking at the fact of like, what if the low probability happens? What if we get a big gap up? What if this thing keeps running? We don't get a pullback till it gets all the way up to here, right? Where would I want to be if these markets do the impossible? I'd want to be up here or as far away as I could. So we sold this spread up here, planning on the worst to happen, but assuming that the normal would play out. And that's how we want to live, right? We don't want to live in this like fear mentality of a credit spread, but we also want to be prepared just in case it does do that low probability play, which is, it's possible. And so I'm comfortable selling out here, taking my money, selling in the right location. People are asking, couldn't I just sell a bull put spread? Yeah, we could have sold a bull put spread for sure. But with these many bull candles in a row, there was a high chance of a pullback. And so I didn't want to sell a bull put spread here. Yes, it would have worked. We went higher, it would have worked. But we didn't know that at the time. And so there was, after all these bull candles, there's a higher probability we'd get a pullback and then a bounce. I don't want to sell a bull put spread here just to have it pull back. Now, would I still win if it pulled back and then bounced? Yes. But would I have to sell it a lot closer? Yes. Instead, wait for the pullback to come. And now we're in a place where we can get into that bull put spread here, sell it even further away instead of right here, because the markets have pulled back, puts are paying more, and now we're primed for that bounce back up so we don't have to be in it quite as long. So that's my approach to credit spreads. It's worked out that way extremely well, and I just keep playing that game. And so very good chance that we're actually looking at a bull put spread here to see if these markets want to continue up to that 7,000 mark again. All right, traders, that was the full breakdown of this week's trade inside the $200 strategy challenge. No hype, no cherry picking, just simple system, disciplined execution, and real risk management. And sometimes that means just taking one high quality trade and being patient. If you've been sitting on the sidelines, my friends, and you're tired of overtrading, guessing, or feeling inconsistent, this is exactly why we built the $200 strategy, to give you a repeatable foundation that starts small so you can build skill, confidence, and consistency before you ever think about scaling. You can trade this for free for 30 days inside the All Access Pass with me every single week, where you'll get weekly live $200 trades, live breakdown sessions, risk management guidance, and full recaps just like this. So if you're serious about building consistent income the right way, click the link in the description, start your trial, and I'll see you inside.